Heidi.
Hi, I'm Nelle.
We're one-to-one diet consultants, and this week we are going to chat to you a little bit about what happens if you book a virtual appointment with one of us to start the plan. What happens at that appointment? How does it all go? Because it's slightly different from in person, not hugely, but you might be wondering, I don't really understand how it works.
Yeah, and we still get lots of. I just had the most wonderful conversation with somebody this morning who was watching our YouTube videos, found them really helpful, and it took a minute to work out that we cover the whole of the UK and that we can work virtually. And it's just because of Cambridge one-to-one, it's been around a long time, and we haven't really, actually, in the grand scheme of things, been able to offer this for that long. So she was really pleased, and it was so nice for me that well, firstly, it flagged she should already have known that. Like, are we not making that clear? But equally that I got to find out who we're talking to. And isn't it lovely? Because when Heidi and I chat, we're chatting away, and we get lots of feedback from you that it's really helpful, no matter who your consultant is. But then there's that moment where we realise maybe we should be being a bit clearer, that we are here explaining to you about how to get the best results out of the plan and to support everybody on their weight loss. But also, if what we say resonate with you and you would like to work with us, then it very much is like being on your own YouTube video, but you're the other one. So yeah, you either sign up with Heidi or you sign up with me. You pretty much get support from both of us. You know, by now probably the beat of our drum, and we run along very similar lines. And we both give excellent advice and support. Whether you live round the corner or whether you will be seeing us on Zoom. And that's what we use, and that's how we do it. And we both have, we both run it pretty similarly, don't we? So you can book what we would call an initial consultation, an exploratory call where you can come along. There is no charge. It's we give it a good amount of time where you can come and tell us about who you are, where you're at, from the comfort of your own home. And we can do, the housekeeping element, but we can really just kind of get to know each other and figure out, what's going to work best for you and your weight loss needs.
Yes, and I think lots of people think that they can only book a virtual appointment if you live a long way away from us. But even if you just live around the corner, but actually chatting to us online at a time that suits you is going to be far more practical for your lifestyle, you can still book a virtual appointment. Anyone can have a virtual appointment, no matter where you live in the UK,
and
with your next
and much
door
like
or down the road.
Exactly. And much like consulting in all industries, I know we're called consultants, but what we do is consult. And that is, and weight loss with the one-to-one is our area of expertise. And quite often when you have a one-to-one consultant for any area of your life, and you are looking for that personalized leveling of coaching and support, you would like to have that to fit into your life at your convenience. And that's exactly what we're here to do. We're fitting into your back pocket to provide that extra backup and expertise when you need it most. And for a lot of people, that is a more formal long form appointment, a video call once a week. For other people, that is more keep me in your back pocket in WhatsApp when you need me, at that moment. So it's tailoring that support, and we find with virtual that is what we will end up doing with a lot of our more local clients. It's knowing that you have that one-to-one support when you need it most. And that really goes above and beyond standing on the scales in front of somebody. A lot of people do feel that face-to-face weigh-in appointment is really important, but I think a lot of us are evolving into a space where the pros massively outweigh the con of not having that, because actually there's nothing wrong with putting me on the video call and then propping me up on a shelf. I can be there with you whilst you weigh in, can't we?
Exactly. And what it does mean when you're weighing at home is you can be there in your underwear standing on your scales, unlike if you had to weigh in person with us. I mean, we wouldn't object, but you probably wouldn't want to do that. It's not
quite
it's not
a lot of people
the kind of vibe we're going
quite a lot of people who were quite who are quite sort of skeptical of not skeptical of the remote support, but of the not having a, you do hear people who are like, I really need face-to-face weigh-in, and you're like, what you really need is good support.
Yes.
and it doesn't take many, photograph of the number on the scales is, once you've done that from the comfort of your own home first thing in the morning, because people do like an early morning whey, don't they, before they've even allowed themselves to
Yeah.
have their first sip of coffee. Once you've done that a couple of times and you realize that there is no downside, it really is just
No,
more,
the
it is easier
accountability
for
is
you,
the same.
then
Yeah.
I think there is nothing like a convert. So many people who have said to me, I love that. I think there is a really important part that Heidi and I have talked about a lot on this channel before, which is building that relationship and choosing the right consultant for you and having that rapport, not only for the good times, but for when we need a nudge. If we're going to tell you that, to pull your socks up and to, to do what you said you came here to do, and we all need that occasionally, you need to take that from somebody from whom you can take it, and that relies on having that relationship, doesn't it? And I
Yeah.
think that is always going to be the flip side of support, is accountability. It's only going to be a natural level of accountability. It is not the walk of shame. It doesn't have to be face to face so that you can come in and be told off, because quite frankly, we wouldn't do that anyway. That's not who we are
No.
as weight loss consultants. We are here to work with you and play to your strengths, and sometimes work on your blind spots with you. We all have them. That can be done just as effectively with a relationship built on voice notes and picture messages and selfies of drinking water, or more formal video appointments and photographs of weigh-ins, actually, and social media. We live in the 21st century. The face-to-face, it doesn't feel any less virtual. In many ways, it's more.
Yes, exactly. And I think if you're worried about it, give it a whirl, have a chat with the consultant, have a chat with one of us about how it will work, how it can work for you, what it looks like, and see if it could work. Because like Nell says, most people are surprised about how effective remote consulting is. And I often find actually slimmers are in touch with me more because we're working remotely and we are chatting on WhatsApp between the appointments, and they are sending me their information, and there's more of that ongoing conversation. So practically how it works is, once you've got in touch with one of us, we will send you some information, and then you will have a link to book your appointments. You can look at the times, you can find one that suits you, and you can book yourself in for what Nell explained before is called an initial consultation, which is an amount of time completely free where you can ask us questions and we can explain things to you, and you can make sure you're in the right place and be confident starting the plan. You might get asked some questions up front. So for example, for me, if you book that appointment, there is a small intake form. Do not be scared. It's all right. The only reason we're asking you those questions is to ensure that when you come to that appointment, we are giving the best advice tailored to you. We are talking about the right step for you, the right plan for you.
Exactly.
We are making sure that if
Yeah,
you're on
and I think
medications, we've looked that up and everything.
yeah, and there is a natural hesitance, isn't there, when you're asked personal information online, like, why, oh God, do I have to give my email address to everybody for everything? And, we're going to ask you about what kind of medications you're on before you've even met us, which is partly why we show up here every week, so that you know us better up front than we know you. It should be that way round. We want you to feel comfortable, secure. The back end of those questions is us. It's not the company. It's not, some big corp. It's us. It's me asking those questions. It comes from me. That email comes from Heidi. It is just us, and we are using that information to make sure that we're giving you the best possible advice, and we are sticking to our medical protocols, which are quite conservative, because we want you to lose weight well. We want you to lose weight
And
healthy and
safely
reliable and
happily.
safely. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
you are always talking, it is always that one-to-one experience. And, video is not always easy for people. I use Zoom so that you don't have to download anything. And I don't want people to have to download apps. I don't want you to have to pay for anything. It will generate us a link, and you click on it and it will take you straight to a waiting room, and I'm there on the other side of that. There's always that hot minute where somebody's muted and we have to work out how to turn the microphone on. But once we've got through that bit, there's no stopping us.
Yeah. I often offer you a choice. You can have Zoom or WhatsApp, because a lot of people do have WhatsApp already on their phones
Yeah.
now.
And
So you
exactly,
get a
you do the
choice.
video call, and it
Nell's
just
exactly the same.
it is really lovely that people can access us when they need to. And I think what I have noticed recently, the world's been opened up since the pandemic, but that's when this option became available to us, is that you can have a jolly good nose at somebody's background, and see them in their own environment. But also people phone me from the car.
Yeah.
They'll either be parked, or they'll be, they will have popped out on their lunch break, or I quite often accompany people back from the school run, and they'll be walking down the road and they'll get home,
Or
chatting away.
quite often people have just got in from a night shift and they're sitting there in their pajamas or their comfies. That's absolutely fine.
There's
Show up
something
as
about
you are.
there's something about that. Exactly, that's such a nice way of putting it. Show up as you are. And there's something about being on your own turf, phoning from home in your own environment, or phoning in a way that makes you comfortable, quite often accompanying people on their dog walk. I also really enjoy that when you take me with you. It's that element of, you feel that you are really using that time to talk about what you want to talk about. It makes it more comfortable for you. And that might all sound a bit, until you try it, but it's not just about the number on the scales. I think if you've watched any of our videos, then you will know that for Heidi and I, it's never going to be only about the number on the scales. In many ways, the support, the wraparound support that we offer, virtual allows us to slot in around your needs and troubleshoot and get ahead of those objections of, but I don't have the time. Yes, you do. I don't have the flexibility. Yes, we do. I don't have the this, I don't have the that. Yes, you do. We can make this work. We will stick with you, and we will make this work for you, so that you are getting the very best return on your investment financially, but not just finances, is it? It's about money, about time, and effort that you are investing into your weight loss and Project You. And we will be there. Heidi will be there with you every step of the way with her sexy headphones on.
It's only because my laptop microphone doesn't work. But we are there to make it as easy as it can be. It's one of the reasons now why we send products to you at home, which is often part of the virtual experience as well. Once you've had that initial appointment, so we will chat through all sorts of things about the plan. We will tailor it to you. We will listen to why you wanted to start, what you're hoping to achieve. We will have a good old natter. You will get to ask all of your questions and make sure that you are happy to move forwards. And then if you decide to start planning with us, you can then order your products and have them shipped directly to your home. So it could not be easier, or to another designated address. Some people have them sent to their parents' house because they're going to be at work. Some people have them sent to work because they come in a brown box. You cannot tell that it's the one-to-one diet. So there's no, your neighbors aren't going to know. Nobody's going to know apart from you. So, it is an experience that is tailored to you, that makes it as easy as it can be to fit around your busy life. And it allows you to choose the right consultant for you, not maybe just the one that's down the street. You can go, actually, if I could choose any consultant in the world, who would I choose? It would be Nelle. Great, because I can see her online and have it shipped to home. I don't have to live near her. It's going to be okay. So it gives you more choice.
And exactly that. And us being able to work like this also means that we can offer more flexibility and more availability. So it works both ways around. We've also recently been able to expand the opportunity for people to join our team, mine and Heidi's team. And when you join the team, you really do get both of us, and you work with both of us. And we offer lots of group training. And now we have consultants all over the UK, because it's worked for them and they feel that they want to pay that forward. But or equally, because a lot of us are working around our families, as aren't we all, and it gives us that sense of, it gives us that flex, so that we can build something for ourselves and pay that forward, always with that level of engagement, which I think you absolutely do get face to face. But it is really interesting that once my face to face clients have been reassured that we have that relationship, they will often switch to virtual. And whether that's not posting, but just dropping them round to them, or collecting them, or it works both ways. And I love that sometimes those virtual consultants I haven't met until way into their journey, and I might make the effort to go and meet them. I'm always promising shopping trips at goal weights. That's one of my favorite things to do. I've got one lined up for later this year to the Westfield Centre in London. So I am absolutely there for that. We're going to go and try on clothes after well, what will be 10 stone weight loss, you know. So
Amazing.
it really doesn't matter the distance. What matters is that you're getting the support that you need, and that you trust. And maybe we haven't been clear enough that we have systems and structures and postal methods, and we've got this down to an absolute
Oh
T.
yeah.
And it really works. And that's not the same as buying stuff online. You know, you're still buying it from us. It's still us behind the computer screen, isn't it?
Yes, it's still us with you know, all the reassurance, all the one-to-one support, all the little bits and pieces that sometimes arrive in your order, like a water bottle or a water flavoring or a little magnet to celebrate
Yeah,
your one-stone
I do
loss.
like doing my own orders, and we do
Yeah,
have direct to dieter, and you can buy them more directly through a consultant. But I do like, you know, and my parcel force delivery man would be very disappointed if I didn't do my orders, because he comes in every single week and he is amazing. He comes straight in, he puts them all into my stock, my one-to-one cabin every week, and he goes, "Oh, they're getting through them then, aren't they, Nell?" And I say, yes, Richard, they are, because we can, if nothing else, we can eat our own body weight in chocolate chewy bars on this plan.
exactly. And so, you know, we are about giving you the choices so that you can find the right solution for you. And that really is what virtual gives you, is more choice, more options to make it as easy as it can be for you. So if you would like more information about how it works, about doing the plan with me or Nell, our contact details are in the description box below. We are happy to send our information email out to you with everything you need to know. But also, if you're just like, I'm done finding that information, I've watched 400 videos of yours, there is a link also. You just hit the link and book an appointment straight away, book yourself in, and we can get rocking and rolling, get those products out to you ASAP. So if you want more information, do let us know. We would love to help you feel great this summer, be wearing the shorts, out in the sunshine, swimming with the kids, whatever it is you're aiming to do, and feel fabulous whilst you're doing it. Thank you for joining us this week. We put a video out every Tuesday at 5. Please subscribe so you don't miss one. And also, it makes us very happy if you subscribe, just saying. And we will see you next week. Goodbye.
Bye.